Hey everyone, and welcome to a Diz Pickers pen adventure unboxing with me, your host, James Kemp. And if you like Disney pen collecting, well, this is the video for you. I'm going to be doing some unboxings. In previous videos you've seen up on the channel, or soon to come videos, we go on adventures collecting Disney memorabilia. You wonder what a Diz Picker is. Well, we'll get into that right after this. So, like I said, welcome back. Welcome into the channel. Again, my name is James Kemp. Huge Disney enthusiast. Used to work for the parks. We'll get into my story later on. But unboxing today, we're going to be doing some unboxing. But I posed a question to all of you, or some of you might have the question in your head: what is a Diz Picker? It's just simply somebody who collects Disney memorabilia. As you can see behind what's going to be the handy dandy pen board here, you see my little fabric here. I've got some jack happening. This time fabric will change. It's just kind of a prop, kind of a gimmicky thing, I guess, for the unboxings. But it gives you more visual content, I guess, than once before we get going on the unboxings. But also, I'm just a huge pen collector. I love collecting pens. I'm new to the unboxing, so bear with me. The first couple videos might be rough, but hey, we're in this adventure together. It's a Diz Picker pen adventure unboxing. So let's get into it. I ordered a bunch of pens from Hot Topic. I order from Disney Shop. I order from reputable dealers. Always, if you're buying from eBay, order your pens from reputable dealers. If you're paying less than, I say, $1 a pen, sometimes I'll go 75 cents a pen. You're really probably getting a lot of scrappers. We'll do a scrapper video if you don't know what scrappers are, or you can search the annals of YouTube for what a scrapper is. But I'll do a video too here in the future. But I ordered some pens from Hot Topic. I've been collecting Disney pens since the inception of them in 1999. I started with just a few. I only think I have one or two original pens from when I first started. One of which it really means a lot to me. It was my dad's original pens. It was the Bambi and Thumper pen set that came together that's been out forever. I have the first run of that just in my own PC. So I've been doing this for a while. But then there was that staunch side of buyers or collectors who thought anything other than Disney wasn't a collectible pen, didn't have the right to be traded within the parks. Well, Loungefly, Funko's sub company, their parent company obviously is Funko Pop. They got into the pen game, and Disney is acknowledging them. So I wanted to give them a look. I also ordered some in a future video from Box Lunch that we'll dive into and get into. But I just want to check out the quality of them. I've heard mixed reviews. I've heard, like I said, the staunch critic who, frankly, won't trade them. And then you have the people who are like me, who are like, I'll give it a try. If I don't like it, I don't like it, and I won't trade it. But I'm excited. Let's get into this unboxing. First things first, always have a handy dandy box cutter or utensil to cut with. My utensils of choice are box cutters. I got mine from your local box store. So let's get into this box. Basic shipping box, brown box, tape. So I also ordered a few other goodies in here. I have a shirt that should be on the way. I probably won't unbox that. You'll see me wearing that. There's no need to do an unboxing of just a shirt. I guess I could, but I won't for this case. But it's Peter Pan shirt. I'm a huge Peter Pan fan. So there's that. We're going to get into some Peter Pan stuff here, I think. Ooh, yeah, right off the top. Heck yeah. So I ordered some signs from my office. And boy, I'm excited. So, when I do my work as a freelance photographer, or my music stuff that I do, or my pen collecting, I like to have my own little hideout, and this sign I bought it because it makes me feel like a kid, and it makes me feel like my office is like kind of becoming my own, although it is my own. I'm adding some Disney touches to it, not so formal, I would say, anymore. And this is such a cool sign. It's Lost Boys Hideout. It's got all of them, being themselves. And that's what my office is about being yourself. So this is really cool. We'll put this in front of the pin board for right now. Oh no, we'll call pin board. So that'll go right there. So, basic wrapping. They give you a bunch of packing labels. Oh, toss some pins. What do you know? First pin we'll do is that one, I guess. Flying out, huh? But they give you a bunch of like packing labels, coupons. Your typical, what is it? Hot cash. Give you your hot cash stuff in a packing label, like I said, with everything that is in it. So that first pin that popped out we'll do in just a second. But I have another sign in here. It's another Lost Boys sign. Huge, like I said, Peter Pan fan. You'll see that, I think. I think this is, yeah, heck yeah. This is the package that has some cool goodies in it. So, I got a little something on it in transit or before they got it, but I can clean that up. No worries. Today was made for new adventures. Yes, sirree. PinVentures. Yes, it is made for PinVentures. So we'll put it right here. We'll have some dust characters that'll come into play in future videos. But we'll just take the pins out. Don't need the box anymore, I guess, huh? You already saw one fly out. Now, some of the pins that are in here I'm not going to take out because they are doubles. I have kids who collect. I have a wife who collects. So doubles for either me or them or whatever. But I do have the doubles in here. Then I'll talk about them. I know what ones they are off the top of my head. But the one that flew out and the one, gosh, this is such a cool pin. Loungefly seems to have good weight, good quality. It's solid gold. Well, not solid gold. If it's solid gold, I wouldn't be opening it, I guess, right? But it's a gold pen. Steamboat Willie, it's that classic film cell. I'll even hold it up. I took off the backing. Here's the backing if you haven't seen a Loungefly pen. But it's like solid. It's gold. It's that film cell of him just driving the boat. Whistling, doing his thing. And it does come with this the Disney logo and the copyright on it, so it does make it an official Disney pin. It does have in the shadow, I can show you, I can point it out, serial number, custom to most Disney pins. So, yeah, great pen. That's so cool. I'm just taking these at random. Some of these will have a story to them, some of them won't. It's just how I do things. Because, again, being a Disney enthusiast, I worked for the parks for a little bit. And I really have a kinship to just pen trading and everything else that goes on. This is another cool pen set that I had to get. I'm a Nightmare Before Christmas person, always have been. This is one I saw it the weekend it came out in movie theaters. And our little movie theater wasn't full. People didn't get it. For whatever reason, I got it at, 8, 9 years old. So, I mean, I guess, right? But it's good old lock, shock, and barrel in their normal faces, normal ways. The one thing I don't like about Loungefly, and I wish they would do away with, and I'm sure I'm going to lose one in the process of opening these, I always do, is they don't do... I have a normal pin back because I heard this. The custom pin back, not the custom, but the basic pin back that you get with every Disney pin that you buy in parks. You get the mouse ears pin back. Well, with Loungefly, you get the classic. Oh, there I went dropping it. The classic, if you can see that in my hand, button back. I do like that these lock better than the Mickey ears. That's why you buy locking backs, and you save the Mickey ears for, whatever reason, trading or whatever. But I prefer locking backs. But I don't. That's one thing I would say I don't like about Loungefly. But yeah, I'll take each one off. Here we go. I'm all about this. These are cool. Yeah, I'm setting them down. These are, you know what? I have the pin board. Duh. James, what are you thinking? We're going to set this down and we're going to start setting pins on the pin board. And you brought it out for a reason. Also, I normally would have my little pin doohickey, my pin box that I keep all my little backs in and stuff. If you get some scrappers, they come with loose backs and they'll sometimes fall out, so you kind of have to tack them in there. You don't necessarily want to trade those ones. Those ones you kind of keep for your personal collection if that happens. I've had a couple do that, so I keep some super glue on hand, just for that reason. JB Weld works on that. So let's get back to this before my rambling goes on. So, God, just the detail of these pins, so cool. Like a little bit better look. I love it. These are cool. Super cool pins. There we go. So this is my personal stuff that we've kind of gotten into to start. I always save the backboards now. As a collector, previously I would toss backboards. But I've found if you resell pins, which I don't tend to, or you just want to keep certain pins nice, you take them off your PC, put them in the back, store them. So I haven't really started tossing stuff. Now, this one I'm not going to take off the back. I'm just going to take out. This is one of my, I think this is going to my daughter for Christmas, birthday. Her birthday just passed, so probably Christmas. Or this might be going to one of my kids. This might even be my wife's. I think this is my wife's. But we got two of this one. It's a Stitch, sleeping. It's going to one of my kids and my wife. I know we got doubles, so one's going to my wife. I just can't remember what the second one's going to. But it is Stitch with, it looks like a frog? It's a stuffed animal of some sort. But it's really cool. We have a rambunctious household. And when we get our kids all in pajamas at the end of the night, and they're nestled in their beds, that's a good feeling. So this pin kind of resembles that. So yeah, these will stay on. I'll just keep these on because they're going to my kids. I figure I'd show you anyways. I want to give them a chance to kind of get the feeling of unboxing it. This is another one. This one is my wife's. This is, I don't know if this is a trader or personal collector for her. She's torn. She's a new trader. And for all you new traders out there, you're going to get on this gamut of, I want to collect anything and everything. That's good. You want to spend a lot of money that way. Because you want to see it and you want to buy it, but you want to trade too, and you'll see stuff on lanyards. So my wife is in that too, and I just tell you guys, collect what you want, but narrow it down to one or two really big things, and have your subs. Mine's Peter Pan and Mickey Mouse. Haunted Mansion too, because I used to work at Haunted Mansion. So anything in those three realms, I really kind of gravitate to. She's gravitated to Stitch and Lady and the Tramp and Minnie and Mickey kind of stuff. But I'm trying to navigate her to just kind of find different things, and if that's what you like, that's what you do. But here's hers. It's the Mickey Mouse Loungefly. Gosh, the details on this are phenomenal. That Stitch too, I didn't talk too much about the detail on it. But looking at them, there's just details. It's a lollipop. It's just red, but the shadowing's good. It's a clean pen. It's a super clean pen. And it's one of those things that, man, I'm happy that we kind of got into the Loungefly stuff now. That's cool. We'll keep that out on its back too. That's hers. Oh yes. See, we're getting into a few that are hers. This is the unboxing board. This is my unboxing board. These come off, they stay on there. So yeah. So, where's the opening for this? Now you're gonna watch me struggle. Camera allows you to struggle. Here we go. This is Anthony. So it's Stitch with the frog. This is the one that's on with the frog. Stitch with the frog. That's so cool. This Stitch just looking innocent, holding a frog. We got doubles of these. It reminds me of my kids. I think we got one for our boys and one for our daughter. Because, you know, kids in their innocence. I have teenage daughters, and I have little boys, school-age boys. So, the innocence of children, you watch them at all ages, and changes, but it's really funny to watch it change. Ooh, this one's cool too. I love the detail of these, by the way, guys. Like that Stitch, just the detail. I can't get into the detail enough. Man, that Stitch is cool. That really is. This one's even cooler. It's Baby Mickey. It's that, like, if you're an 70s, 80s, 90s kid, you'll remember this Baby Mickey, all kind of like in overalls and pajamas and just looking cute and innocent. And my wife, this is my wife's pin, and man, the details. They got the colors right, the pastel blue, the yellowish orange, just taking you back to childhood, really. A Baby Mickey, and it reminds me of, like, indoctrinating your kids into Disney and into something, and feeling like Disney is achievable at any age, and it's important to have that. And Disney's been a part of my life, probably like a lot of your lives, for years and years and years. But if you grew up in the 80s and 90s, that's really a sentimental, synonymous style pen. I think these are my last two. I'm happy they came out the way they did. This next one, I saw it. Like I said, there's some sentimental stories to things. This one has a lot of sentimental history, story, whatever it might be. But it's Master Gracie. Welcome to the Haunted Mansion. This is going into my personal collection, because Mansion was my home. I used to work at Haunted Mansion, and original Mansion, not Florida. I was a Disneyland kid. And I felt really a part of something working there, and I felt like I was able to, they say, you're a part of the story, but don't be the story when you're on stage. And I really took that to heart, because Mansion was my home. I was a butler. You have to act as such. And but it has with some people, and that's all good and well. But I wouldn't trade it for the world, and Mansion will always be something I hold dear to my heart in my time at Disney. So this, I had to get it. And the colors are just... It's that Mansion purplish teal. He's got the noose around his neck. It's just... It's phenomenal. It's just a Disney... it's just classic Disney. And it's funny, I didn't realize this when I bought it, but it looks like, in the detailing of the pen, when it's got all the coloring around it and the frills, it's like a casket. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. So I'll put this one right here. I almost fell forward in my little chair. Now, oh boy, I'm excited. And in the process, I lost the pin back taking them off. It fell at my feet. Happens. This is what I was waiting for. I have to take it out to show you guys. I'm not going to show you in the package, but this will go on the pin board for right now. It'll go in my personal collection. Man. See, you're seeing the little boy come out in me. I don't know what I want to do with this pin backer. I know I'm saving it, but do I want to take the pins off? I don't know. This thing's so cool. It's a Peter Pan Loungefly. Like I said, these Loungefly pins are cool as hell. The details and the scenery or the imagery they choose to portray in these pens are phenomenal. And this one right here is Peter, John, Wendy, and Michael flying through London. Now, the one pin, this could have been a 5-piece pin set. If they really wanted to get into a smaller pin or a little bit bigger pin, would have Tink flying next to Peter Pan right here. But they're flying over the night sky of London. If you get a closer look, there's pixie dust flying through the scene. This is just a cool pin back in general. These pins are, gosh, the detail, the pastels they used. They didn't use the traditional Disney, coloring on this. They went a little bit more pastel on the green. The top hat is more gray than black. I mean, these pins are legitimately cool pins. And I will be buying more Loungefly pins. I will tell you that. I know they had a huge sale going on. I bought some from Box Lunch, which I have a package coming. We'll unbox that together. But I'm excited because this is from Hot Topic, and these details are just phenomenal. So it makes me more excited to see what the details of the other pins are. Oh, but this Peter Pan, I'll hold them up one by one. I have to. Now, if you don't get a good shot, I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying. This is my very first video. But look at that. That is so cool. Such a cool pin. We'll put PETA right there. Take Wendy off next. I'll show you guys Wendy. Man, this pin backboard is so cool. Oh, wow. I haven't been paying much attention to the backs. But on the big premium pins, and again, I didn't take any of my wife's pins or my kids' pins off, but there's the detailing of the crown, the Loungefly crown, and then the Disney in some of these sets. That is cool. So here's Wendy. I'll hold the back up and maybe we'll get a good shot of that. Look at that. That is super cool if you can see that. That's neat. These pins are super neat. And we'll lower her. Alright. Let's take John off next. I love that they put Michael and they gave him Teddy. They didn't... Oh, we went to sign. They didn't forego that little detail. And sometimes pins that I've seen with Michael, they take away Teddy. And Teddy's a big part of who he is. So that's really cool. And this umbrella with John, with the top hat being what it is, I think with John, it's just it's really cool. It's a really cool pen, like the gold leafing, and this one does have the Loungefly stuff on it. It's really cool. It's got the back of the pen. These are really high end enamel pens. I'm telling you guys, every penny that you pay, these are so. I'll break it down to you this way. If you go buy a blind box in park, you're going to pay, gosh, anywhere from 15. I'll say I'll average. It's been a while. I'll say $8 to $15, right? And you're chasing at that point. You're chasing sets. By the time you're done chasing that set, and I'm not saying not chasing because Loungefly has some chasers I've seen, and here's this Michael pen. Gosh, this is cool. And they even got the detail of the pressing of the back, too, of just the crown on him. In the very back of the pen, I'll show you that. But I don't know if you'll be able to see. I'll have to hold it by the backing. But Michael and Teddy. And the backs of these pens. Got the crowning right there. Solid on the bottom. Super cool. So, like I was saying, you'll go buy a set of pens. Here's the pin backboard. See all that detailing, where the holes were and all that. But you'll go buy a blind box, or you'll go buy regular standard pins, which that's good if you want to trade or you have a certain character you're after. To do that in the parks, that's not a bad thing to do. But if you're looking for premium pins that you're trying to add to your personal collection, I'm not saying you can't do that in the parks with LEs or on Disney Shop or on eBay. But on eBay, you won't pay 4 times as much for something like this to a certain degree. Or you'll buy a pen that you want that's really a substandard pen that you've ever paid for. I've done that before on that. It happens to everybody. However, if you're looking for quality pens, Loungefly to add to your personal collection, not a bad deal. If there's some Loungefly pens you catch on a good deal that you want to trade, do it. I mean, I know I've got some coming that I'm excited for because they're not keepers, but I got them on a good deal, and I want to start cycling good pins back into the park. I don't mind scrappers. I have a bunch of my own collection from collecting. But if we can start cycling in good pins and keeping relatively good quality pins at a relatively good price in the parks, as collectors, we'd be better off. I mean, look at these Loungefly pens. This is my first run at Loungefly, and I'm going, like I said, I bought more, I will buy more, and I'll continue to collect regular pens, obviously, and I'll buy lots, and I know what to look for in lots, reputable sellers. But, when you're pin collecting, you're doing Disney stuff, and you're on a and you're a Diz picker, and you're on a PinVenture, today was made for new adventures. That's where I'm at. I'm starting this new adventure with Loungefly pens, and just this whole idea of higher end pin collecting. I'd never done it, and overall, I'm really satisfied with how the Loungefly pens turned out, how they look. They are legitimately awesome pens, and yeah, I think we're going to continue on with this path of with Loungefly. So thank you again for joining me on this great unboxing, my very first unboxing. May have went long, I may have stumbled on some words, but as a Diz picker, you really don't care. You're having fun doing what you're doing, and when you're collecting Disneyana or Disney collectibles, however you want to say it, pins, signage, whatever, you want to have fun. And this is what this is about. I implore you to check out other videos. Thank you to all of you who watched this. Thank you to everybody who has allowed me to do this. And I look forward to our next adventure together. Take care.